Hello everybody, my name is Sandra and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be talking about how to become a model. This is a question I get asked all the time, so I figured that I'm going to lay it all down here for you right now, and hopefully you guys are going to find it really helpful and informative. I'll make it as detailed and, simple as possible. And everybody has their own path, and everybody has, some people go to the grocery store and get discovered and are in the cover of Vogue the next day. Other people have to work a little harder to do so. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to get the correct mentality, like the model mentality. And I know it sounds kind of like strange and elusive, but it's really important in order to constantly be putting yourself out there with potential rejection. You have to be really confident that, you know what, I'm the hottest girl out here, like I don't care what anybody says or thinks, I know what I'm capable of, and I'm gonna make it happen no matter what. It's a very rewarding industry, but it's also an industry filled with rejection, as I'm sure that you've heard before, and that's nothing even that we have control over, because let's say for example, I go to a casting and I don't get the job. Maybe they wanted a girl who was an inch shorter than I was, or with green eyes, I will never have either of those things. And for that reason, you can't let that get to you. So you have to be really strong and just know, hey, I'm here. I'll do the job if this is what you want. Otherwise, get that girl. I don't care. The next one will have me. It's a numbers game, if anything. So, in addition to getting, or in order to get that mentality also, it's really helpful. I totally always suggest to do your research, study models who inspire you, look through the magazines, look at what kind of things interest you, and like I said, practice your walk, practice your angles, practice your everything until you get the opportunity, because it's all about who you know. But if you meet the person who you want to know and then you are not prepared to show them what you need to show them, then they're not going to help you. So if you're prepared before you even get the opportunity, it will come to manifestation. And once you have your mentality down, second thing is, girl, you need some pictures. What is modeling about in the first place? So how I would totally first recommend is to invest in a professional photographer to take your picture, make a portfolio for you, get 5, maybe 3 photos, just really solid photos, like a close-up beauty headshot, a full body shot, maybe some bikini photos, some with your hair up, some with your hair down, just showing variety, show that you can be a chameleon, show the client that whatever they want, you can perform, and that'll be the first step. And if you cannot afford that, you can always take your own pictures, honey. When I first started, I had my mom, we went to the museum, we went to LACMA, to the city lights, and I was working it, I was working those lights. No one said anything about not having a permit because they thought we were tourists or something. But I actually got pretty good pictures that I used for a good, maybe 6 months. I used those pictures for a while. And by having those pictures, I really developed my portfolio now this is also something which I could I can make a whole new video about safety and discretion. But a good tool for you is using modelmayhem.com. It's a website where models, photographers, designers, everyone gets together, and they have a little bit of paid work on there, but mostly it's a collaborative website. So it's the model doesn't get paid, the photographer doesn't get paid, but in exchange for the photo shoot, you both get to use the pictures for your books. And that is a helpful tool. The only thing is, like I said, sometimes I work with one photographer who shot with Vogue. We were shooting at Paramount Studios. It was a dream come true. It was super awesome and for free. And then I've also worked with photographers where it's what do they call it? Guy with camera, dude with camera. Some fool that just woke up one morning and said, hey, I want to shoot some pretty models. Hey. So you have to have some discretion when it comes to using that tool, but it is a helpful website if you need it. So once you have your book together, then you gotta send it somewhere, right? So you can find agencies two ways, really. You can either submit electronically, so either email them, or a lot of agencies have like certain little forms on their websites where it says whatever. You can find it like become a model or join us or whatever it says, and then you just fill in your information and send it like that. Or you send an email, and then another alternative is going to an open call. So you can look up, like I live in LA for example, so I would look up Los Angeles modeling agencies, look at every single one of them, submit to every single one of them. The ones with an open call, go to those, you know, and just make sure that you're like sending out as much stuff as possible. Like I said, everything is a numbers game. And the thing with agencies that you have to remember too is, let's say that an agency wants you, you cannot just automatically be like, oh, okay, let's sign. You have to kind of, see, they're not just interviewing you, you're also interviewing them. So you want to make sure that you have a good connection between you. You want to make sure that you're sure, you're confident that they're going to fight for you. Because I know a lot of girls, they sign with like a big agency, like let's say LA Models or whatever, and then they get shelved and then they're upset and they have to drive in every week just so that they are remembered, you know, like. So you want to make sure that you have a personal connection with an agent and that they're going to fight for you. So, that being said, it takes time, really. It has to be a good match. And meanwhile, while you're looking for an agency or you're still in limbo, you could say, you can still work. So what I would recommend is making an account on LA Casting. And I know a lot of models are like, oh, I'm only a model. I was born only to model. I'm never gonna act. But you know, I've made, I think, the most money in a day working on like film or television sets as a model. You know, I'm still modeling. The only difference is that you get union benefits, you get more money, and it's easier to, or it's more accessible, at least in LA. So I would totally recommend that you do that. Yeah, and those union jobs are pretty nice, I must say. Yeah, and modeling jobs, they don't feed you, they don't do anything extra for you. Acting, they treat you good. So those are my steps, or like 3 simple steps that anybody can use really to get started. You know, and obviously you have to constantly be developing, you have to constantly be perfecting your craft, you have to be really able to, you know, step out of your body and to see how people are interpreting you. You know, like I had a lot of pictures where I thought they were dynamite and other people don't perceive it that way. So you have to be really open for constructive criticism and be confident in yourself and just always constantly developing, researching, being prepared for anything. I hope you found this video helpful. And like I said, I wish a video like this was around when I was coming up, because, you know, a lot of us had to like just figure it out. And there's still a lot of just figuring it out. Like I said, like some people might find an agency right away and then the agency will pay for their photos, you know, or vice versa. You know, everyone has their own path where they're gonna make it happen. But that's it for this video. Please, if you have any comments whatsoever, please put them down below, any questions, and I'll be sure to answer them. Please like, subscribe, share. You know, I hope you found this helpful. Please let me know what you thought, and I'm looking forward to making a new video for you guys. Thank you so much, everybody, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in my next video.